back with the season 3 reunion of Unfiltered fucking Realness.
Tell us who you are.
Crazy
This is Diamond Davenport.
Introduce me.
Dior Davenport.
I wasn't listening.
No introduction needed because they knew who I was. So, with that being said, this next question is for Deborah. But before we get into it, let's look at this clip.
I'm glad that I'm back, so now I can try to get back with the group clique that I've been hanging out with, and just to see where their heads at. I've been hearing some little birdies that people are upset.
So who's the clique? Who's the birdie?
Okay, so the clique is MJ, Miss J, Divorce. Divorce.
Don't be shady.
It's spelled divorce to me. When I look at it, I see divorce. Okay, so she asking me, about the friend group that we are in, that I'm in, and me and Aubrey are in, and we've been hanging out with, and she tried to correct me on Divorce's name, and I'm just like, at this point, all I know is divorce. That's all I see. When I look at the name and I see it on my phone, it says divorce. Not Deborah, not Davari, not Divin, nothing. Divorce. That's all I see. And that's it.
Deborah and Cliff, y'all are different. And I wouldn't give a fuck what they say about me. Different, weird, alien, dog, cat, goddamn rodent. I wouldn't give a damn. Do you, be you, and that's y'all gonna stand out amongst the rest of them anyway because you're weird. Sometimes, so it just is what it is. Be different.
Now, I know that I had called Divorce weird and Cliff weird, and right now my feeling is still the same. They're still weird to me.
Woo! Shit. All right, is it Divorce or Deborah?
It's Devereaux. Like the legendary Blanche Devereaux. Everybody know Blanche Devereaux, right? It's a play off the legendary Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls.
They didn't know that.
Okay, well, I just wanted to clear it up because Deborah, same shit. Okay, so my question is for you. Samora has called you weird and your relationship weird. And then she tried to clean it up. How do you feel about that?
Well, about what? About her cleaning it up or about...
First off, let's start off with the calling you weird.
Well, I think weird is a compliment. I think that I've been called a lot of things. I've been called worse by better is what I like to say. For me personally, I feel like weird is a compliment. I never want to be a conformist. I never want to be traditional. I never want to be trying to assimilate to be like anything. And that's not what I can say for all of the people on the cast. But for me, I feel like at the end of the day, I don't want to be general or normal or generic or anything like that. So weird is A1 for me. As far as thinking that my relationship is unorthodox, we strive for that too, right, babe?
Yes, we do. And I was going to say, I take weird as a compliment too. I don't want to be like nobody else. I want to be like myself. So if I'm weird, I'm weird.
Amen.
Pause.
Yes.
He said he's been called worse by better, bitch.
I'm secure in who the fuck I am, so
As you should be, exactly. And I love that.
Because, like I said, what my introduction said, everybody knows that Samora's that girl.
So, what did you mean when you called them weird?
They are weird. They're different. They're not like the same. And I said in a previous clip that was not shown that I like the fact that they are weird. That I like the fact that they are different. Because I'm tired of seeing the same thing. So it's good that they're weird. And me and Divorce had that same conversation. And I told him that I like the fact that they are weird.
And for the record, a lot of people consider that to be a cleanup, but I think that, once we connected on a one-on-one basis, I was able to see where she was coming from. I don't take offense to that at all, even before that.
You said they were weird too.
I said,
But you-
who don't give a fuck.
Right.
Nobody said cat, dog, rat,
Exactly.
flow, carpet, rug, feathers. Don't give a fuck. Do you. Be y'all. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be different. Be that big. Period.
You know, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with being weird. I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with being weird. I mean, it's just the way that, you know, the show and the camera tries to put it, that it's very shady. Yes, I was saying it out of shade and all of that, but at the same time, I commend them for being weird because they're different from everybody else. And they're not
what
the
if we
same.
put a different word there instead of the word weird?
No, I like
Weird
weird,
is fine.
because
She
they
can keep
like
it as
weird.
weird because we don't take no offense to it. It's fine. She can keep it as weird. Like, I don't give a fuck what anybody say about me.
And you, as you should.
You know?
And
I'm
I-
doing me. So if she wanna say weird, that's fine.
And that's her
Keep it that way.
experience. That's her experience. Everybody's
Y'all should
experience up here is
build
valid.
on that.
Everybody's experience in the
Weird
audience today is valid.
T-shirt. There you go.
Take your
Mark.
money.
You better
Figure it
mark
out.
it.
I'm all about my
Mark
points.
it,
Said-
I already see it. My boyfriend is weird and so am I.
Okay, look.
On that note, we're
first
gonna
of
take a
all,
break.
you-
Copyright! We're back with season 3 reunion of Unfiltered REALness. I'm your girl, Dior Davenport. I'm already stressed. These motherfuckers done stressed me out. Here we go. This next question is for MJ. But before we do that, let's take a look at this clip.
Coco is my alternate personality, actually. Coco is like, at work, I gotta be this macho, tough, non-commissioned officer. And then on the internet, I gotta be this, local person. But Coco is like the mix between those two people. So Coco is very free. She's very lively. I like Coco. She's my favorite person to be. I am in the Army. I love it. It is the best thing since the invention of sliced bread and the flat iron. The Army is phenomenal, and I love it. I'm telling you, I would do it for free. I love it. So I'm a non-commissioned officer in these great United States Army.
Okay, so
Worse than my last show.
first off, who the fuck is Coco?
So Coco, right? She's like my alternate ego. She's been seen here in the local community, but I do drag. My drag mother is Anija D. St. James, who couldn't be here tonight, but she wanted to be here. So I do drag. I performed here once or two times. But Coco for me is something different. It allowed me to express who I am outside of the uniform that I do wear.
Pause. You said Anija D. St. James is your drag mother?
Yes, she
I
is.
know her. She's actually my drag aunt. And I ain't never heard of Coco.
I promise you she's there.
So,
Now, what we can do, we can try to call her.
no, we don't need to call her. Has Coco been seen on the,
On the show, she is not.
why?
This season was filmed through COVID. It was filmed through the ice storm and my job in the military, and Coco was not able to come out on this season of this show.
How many seasons have you done?
One. This is my first one.
This is your first one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the new girl to the group.
Are you going to show Coco soon?
So that's the plan, but I don't know what the plans is. I don't know what the vision is for season 4 as of yet. So if Coco falls into that line, I would love to show Coco in season 4.
Okay, so even in the reunion, I feel like we've heard a lot of things from everybody else except for you. You kind of like shipped into the background, like you weren't really, as aggressive as everybody else when talking. So what do you want people to know about you? Who is MJ?
So, and I said it in my audition tape. You know, MJ is the person that when there's shade to be thrown, I'll throw it. But I'm here to promote, educate, and to show everyone that it's possible to be who you are. I'm a missile technician. That's my job.
You're what?
A missile technician.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I'm here to show that you can be anything and be black at the same time. So that's why MJ is here on this cast. For no other reason but that alone. That's why I'm here. Black, gay, whatever you, black, gay, military, you could wear heels on weekends, you could do drag, you can do whatever you want to be and be black and live in this America, because I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm doing it for everybody. I'm doing this show to show the world that we can do it.
Has anybody else seen Coco?
Yes, I did.
Y'all did? What is Coco like?
Coco be wearing some high ass heels. Let's start there.
Coco,
She a stripper. She pop pussy.
Personality-wise, though.
Personality-wise, well, I have not seen Coco perform. I have seen Coco after the fact because everybody knows that me and Aubrey were late to everything, so we missed the show. But Coco has.
We saw y'all was late to the reunion.
Okay, but I'm here.
I mean,
Right?
you said it.
I'm here and I'm looking the part, right? That's all that matters. Anyways, like I was saying, Coco, we seen her afterwards whenever we went out, and Coco, she's a vibe. She's a vibe. So y'all just gonna have to wait and y'all gonna have to see Coco whenever MJ decides to show who Coco is.
It was very different. I always perform and I go home. Aubrey and Samora took me out to a straight bar afterwards. And they made me feel, and I'm telling you, it was crazy. You know, the looks we got, the comments that was made. But we went in there and, hey, I go to the restroom during the night. And baby Samora was like, okay, bitch, let's go. Aubrey was like, bitch, we punching through the female's bathroom. And bitch, we did. We punched through the female bathroom. And I'm telling you, we had a great time. And they really made me feel like, girl, don't worry. You can do it. I had a good time.
But guess who helped them?
Who?
Who?
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
On that note, we're gonna take a break.
Hey, what's going on? I'm MJ from season 3 of Austin's Unfiltered REALness. I'm inviting you to come watch the show with me.
Welcome back to the season 3 reunion of Unfiltered REALness. May I help you?
Introduction, question, and I give you the answer.
Oh, baby, well, let's cut to the check. All right. So, who helped y'all branch out to do your woman's side?
We helped each other.
When y'all needed information before y'all started doing it, who helped y'all?
Nobody. You two. How many times have we came to you and asked you to help us to teach us how to do makeup and we didn't get nothing? Clear it up.
Let's clear it up. Let's clear it up.
Who taught me how to blend? Not you. Who taught me how to do my eyebrows? Not you. Who taught me
There
how
were
to do my
times when I was at your house and
No.
we talked. Yes, ma'am.
Am I lying?
There are times.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
You've done makeup with us.
Clear it up.
With us. You gave a little tidbits here and there, but I feel like me and Samora have built.
Y'all definitely have built y'all's own, for sure.
I asked you for makeup tips several times and I have not received none. I figured it out on YouTube with trial and error. Let's clear that up. Because ain't nobody gonna take credit of bringing some more into this life. Because let me.
Oh, I can take credit for bringing some more into the light, baby.
Or teaching some more how to be anything. So teaching some more how to be a woman. Like I said, and what y'all will see on this season. My mother is the one that showed me how to be a woman. And can't nobody take no credit away from my mother. The one that birthed me. The one that pushed me out of her pussy. Can't nobody take no credit. And the confidence that I got, Stephon already had that.
We know that.
So whenever Samora came about, it was just nothing. And I came to you several times. And the reason why I'm elaborating on that, because it kind of offended me because I know you outside of this. And I asked you to show us how to do makeup. And it was nothing. And then you was like, oh, you're not ready for this.
I didn't say you weren't ready for it.
But that's what she was insinuating. Right or wrong?
No.
So what'd you say?
When I say things like preparation is key, take your time, don't rush into it, it's to help cover you. Because I've already been there, done that, walking that line, and I teeter-tottered it. I know what comes with the criticism, what comes with going through HRT, all of that. I've watched so many of my friends go through so much. So to try to protect another friend from doing that was nothing but love.
Well, clear it up, because whenever I was asking, I didn't hear none of that.
But when we were laying on my floor, when I was like, "Oh, girl, no, let's try to help you get some moves, girl. Let's do that." We were at my place sitting there.
You gave
Baby, you told me that drag move, that padded bra. I'm not trying to be a drag. I'm trying to be a woman.
But that was before
I am transitioning
exactly.
into a woman. So
Exactly.
there's a difference. I'm not doing drag. I'm not taking this off and going back to stuff on. No, this is Samora all day 24/7.
It's
24/7. So whenever I asked you for your advice and that the response that I got, it was like, okay, I'm not gonna ask you for shit else. I'm gonna go to YouTube and figure it out on my own. And that's what I did. I remember there was nights and days that I sat in front of the mirror and I trialed and error until I got my face the way I wanted it to look.
Hey, yeah.
When it could have been, and then another thing that irks, like that kind of gets under my skin, because whenever we're out, now that I am who I am, and I carry myself the way that I am, it's just like, oh, that's my drag daughter. No, I'm not in, that's my daughter. No, not drag daughter, I cleared up. You say that's my daughter. No, I have a mother. Her name is Hazel, and that's it. Because did nobody teach me? Did nobody help me? Did nobody tell me how to walk in no heels? Did nobody tell me to do nothing? I put these hoes on and I tried to air it up in the club. And when my feet started hurting, I went to the car and got my slides and I came back in the club and I shook ass.
Well, since we already talking to you, let's take a look at this next clip.
The clip.
I wanted to, see how you felt about it. We talked previously about me transitioning and all of that, and the steps that I'm taking for the new path in my life. And now I just when we talk all the time, so that ain't nothing. But face-to-face conversation. And just see how you feel about it, because I know it's hard because I'm 31 now, and for 29 years I was Stephon, and now I'm 30 and 31, I'm Samora. So I just wanted to see, from a mother's point of view and standpoint.
Well, like we talked about before, like you said, we talked about the transition. At first it was hard for me because all I see you is who I birthed you to be, which was a young man. And then I had to think about, with seeing all these different stories presented to me from people that just took upon just being gay was hard. Then transitioning to be a woman. And a lot of people didn't support them, mainly their family, turned their backs on them. It was hard, and it's still hard for me now, but you helped me out with how to work with the transition. So I had to change your name out of my phone, like you asked me to, and change it to some more. And I still, like I told your brother the other day, I still have a slip up where, hey son, and that's just me. That's our conversation on a daily basis. Our relationship is so strong So I said nothing would interrupt our relationship because you're my child. I don't care what you do. You're my child. I will fight for you.
Girl, that was emotional. Would you like to say anything after watching that clip?
I love my mom. That's why. And that's not nothing to shade you or bash you or none of that. That's my mom. And she's been there through everything. From molestation through everything. So what I say, can't nobody discredit her from being my mom. Can't nobody discredit her. Because she's always gonna be there. She wanted to be here today, but her husband got COVID, so they have to quarantine. So I just, that's my mom. And I love her for just being who she is. Because like you said, you've seen people go through so many stuff. I've seen friends who came out to their parents just being gay, and their parents just owned them. And when I first told my mom that I was gay, when I was a male, I was scared, thinking that she was gonna disown me. And I don't even know why I thought that, because I know how my mom is. But the fact that it's like coming out to her all over again, because I'm turning into a trans woman and coming into this woman, it was all scary again. And so that's why it was taking so long for me to actually transition. And the fact that I have that support, I just love the fact that I have the support from my mom, my friends, everybody that's on this panel, behind the scenes production. Everybody is like basically living for some more, and that just keeps me going to be the woman that I want to be, that I see myself to be. So that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, so we've seen.
Y'all so messy. I was
We've seen. I'll get to that in a second. There's one piece that we haven't really seen. I heard you say something earlier when you said, "Oh, girl, I gotta get to my man." The only thing that we're missing in this season is your love life. What's tea, girl?
Oh, no, you already know how that goes. This, especially, first of all, outside of the trans community, the gay community, you already know how it is when it's time to have a man.
So, do you have a significant other right now?
No, I don't. But I am talking to someone. I'm seeing where it's going. And, me, if all you have to show me is a red flag in the first couple of months, and I'm gone. She's a runner, she's a track star.
So you've been talking to him for some months?
It's been about a month. So, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm not saying that he's the only one that I'm talking to, and I know that I'm not the only one that he's talking to. And the fact that we have open communication, I live for it, because just let me know what's up from the jump so I know how I can move. Mm-hmm. Like if you go talk to this one and that one and this one and that one, cool. Just let me know so whenever it's my turn, I'm gonna talk to this one and that one, this one and that one. And we're gonna be, we're gonna be cool. We're gonna be cordial, and that's cute.
Shit. God bless. I wish I loved. This outfit is real confusing.
Y'all like it?
Why did you add the flower?
Because that's what I do. I'm grand as hell, and I like to mix the Orthodox with the unorthodox. We mix it around. I'm weird, right? It gets a reaction out of all the people, and it's the moment, right?
So you're disrespectful.
Why would you say that?
Because when we sat down, I asked if you would respect my time.
You said respect your time. So when you was on a different segment, I hurried up. I was changing under 4 minutes, actually. I thought I was respecting your time. I didn't want to make sure I drawn out any of our breaks. So I'll make sure I did it when it was not camera on me. But no, it is.
On that note, we'll be right back.
Hit the subscribe button now. Subscribe.
What you doing?
But in the day, these are people that I work with. This is my money.
I suppose, honey. So you know what all the burgers? Stay in there, get it.
Welcome back to season 3 of Unfiltered REALness, the reunion. This next question that I got is for the lovely New York Miss J. Let's watch.
So, as you know, I did a recording with KeeMojo Production. I shot this angle, and I was thinking about some of the stuff that I was talking about. Like, I was thinking about like I really know myself as much as I thought about it and as I looked at it. So, and I was like thinking like, oh shit, you get to know yourself more once you see yourself.
Look back at it. So what do you know more about yourself?
So I was talking about telling people on how, you know, I'm not open with my dad.
Okay.
About me being gay or whatever. And
why?
I don't know.
Is your father judgmental? Is he, which I know most of them are, but is he judgmental and you feel like that? Do y'all have a good relationship now?
No.
Okay, so why wouldn't you just tell him? Because what worse could it do?
I thought about it.
Is your dad your financial supporter?
No.
What more could it do? Like, if dad's not gonna cut you off any credit cards, if he's not gonna cut you off any bank accounts, what more could it do? You know, and I'm quite sure your dad know it's obvious.
Well, I never dressed like the way you've seen me previous. I never dressed like that around my father.
But then we still have certain mannerisms that make them already think. You know what I mean? So have he ever brought that to your attention that he knew that something was like that and then you just denied it?
No. Well, when I was young, when I was in high school, I had this guy, we was friends, whether we never went together or nothing, like we was cool. So he used to always call me and talk to me on the phone, like we was just sneak and talk. So then it's like this one day, my dad found out that we was still talking on the phone, and he was like, I told you to stop talking to him. And I'm like, why? Like, you couldn't explain to me why. So then that came about why he didn't want me talking to him or whatever.
What was that?
Because he was gay.
All right, baby. Okay, so for 2 seasons now, based off what we've seen, it looks like you wanted to talk to your dad about wearing women's clothing and just embracing who you are as an individual. Where do y'all stand with that now?
Well, that was from season 2. I never talked to my dad. Like me and Red said, it's nothing financial, it's nothing else. I mean, I'm 28 years old, so what you see on social media, that's what you get. Because at the end of the day, I feel like you already know. Like she said, he knows. So there's nothing else to really hide.
So does your father follow you on social media?
Well, he tried to add me, but I didn't add him back, so I'm pretty much no.
Well, you said, so, quote me, catch me if I'm wrong, you said what you see on social media is what you get. But he doesn't follow you on social media because you haven't approved him?
I mean, you still can see past previous posts. I mean, it's public. Me and my girls, we do pictures, so I mean, you just seen, because every time I go out, I'm always Miss J.
So what has stopped you from calling him up, hey Dad, let's have a conversation?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I should tell him because I already told his mom. So I mean, they conversate, so I'm pretty sure he know.
Okay.
Why do you still
Can you, go for it.
Like we have already spoken, how we already had this conversation. Even though you told his mom, and you know that him and his mom talked, I think you should give him that respect to tell him from your mouth.
And he might be waiting to have this conversation with you, like you never know, but you know.
And sometimes it's probably hard for him to come to you, as well as it's hard for you to go.
You don't know how to start that conversation.
Exactly. That conversation is a rocky conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. Whether it's going to go good or bad, that way you have a clear mindset. It's not about you. And you got to remember that. It's not about you, how your dad feels and what your dad's going to think. It's about you. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. And you need to be happy with yourself. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to prosper in this life and be able to maneuver in this life is whenever you're happy with yourself. I tell Aubrey that all the time. Make you happy. Because you finance, like you told Red, you finance your own house. You pay your own bills. He don't help with nothing. So at the end of the day, however he feels and however he say, you're going to be able to come back home and be by yourself. And when you come back home and be by yourself, you need to make sure that you're happy. Despite what anybody else says. Despite what the boys
Hell yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything?
No matter how the conversation goes with today, whenever you do decide to have it, just know that we, this friend group, good or bad, we got your back at the end of the day.
And we told you that. I'll go with you. If
I
you
love
want to
that.
go with you,
Having support is definitely a good thing to have. And you have a very strong family, it seems like, from the casting. So that's why things like this are important. Yeah. So you've built a relationship with all of these individuals. So no matter who you pick up the phone and call after having that conversation, they're going to be there, the shoulder to lean.
And I know them two gonna go. I know them two gonna go. One gonna be in the front and one gonna be in the back seat. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. Just make sure that you're making sure you're happy, and don't let nobody pressure you into talking to him and telling him. You tell him on your own time.
Yep.
All right. Let's take another break, baby.
See the many facets of the person. In their words, from our angles.
Express my feelings on my virginity being taken.
Don't fall for a man because they tell you I love you.
I found myself attracted to women and men.
Or you're not to this or you're not to that.
Those challenges to get into certain places or getting certain things passed.
I've had nightmares about it.
And all of the aggressive lesbians was approaching me.
It just been hush hush.
Because sometimes God gotta take you out of a place.
I'm a lesbian.
Maybe because I just carry myself different as a professional.
I don't hold on to things.
Now I have realized I have a new attraction.
There's a lot of challenges being a gay black male.
Fall in love with yourself. Love yourself.
I mean, that's back then.
I really haven't experienced that thus far yet in Austin.
It's up to you if you're gonna remove yourself.
It's all about attitude.
Please make sure you guys go like, subscribe, and comment and share KeeMojo Productions. The next season is coming up right after Are They For Real? So make sure you guys watch that. That is another show that KeeMojo Productions provides. Now, as we wrap up season 3 of Unfiltered REALness, I have one last question to ask everyone. Yes?
Now I'm not pregnant.
Oh, damn.
Good question.
Are you planning on returning for season 4?
You starting with me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if we're returning for season 4. My soon-to-be spouse is against it.
Marriage.
He is in a space where he feels like that's not what we should do. I'm on the fence as well, so we're talking about it right now.
Okay. Cliff?
Yes, as he said. Like he said, we're on the fence. I don't know. I have came into some other things. So, and I am working a lot. So, we will see.
MJ?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Alrighty. Miss Samora?
No. I will not be returning to season 4 of Unfiltered REALness. I just feel at this time I'm in a different space in my life. So, and I'm also not going to be living too much longer in Austin, Texas. So I will be moving. So I want to, give this opportunity for somebody else. I do want to say that I do thank this show for allowing me to express who I am and be who I am, and following me in my journey of transitioning. They caught the beginning and up to this point. It was therapy for me. I could say that I kind of used it as therapy, allowing me to express myself, allowing me to talk, allowing me to share with other castmates who may have been interested in transitioning, and basically just getting my voice heard. So at this point, no, I will not be returning. I'm good on the show.
Okay. How about you, baby?
No. So I won't be returning because I just got my business back up and running. I do have a lot of support from my friends and their friends. When I first moved here in Austin, I was homeless. I slept in the parking lot on 35 at the Walmart every night. My grandma taught me when I was coming up to how to take, as they say, a bird bath, a whole bath. I walked in Walmart, I got a jug, towels, everything before I went to work every morning. No one knew that I was homeless. So now that my business is back up and running and I can run my business out of my own place that God has blessed me with and not have to depend on anyone. If I do need help, I call on my friends or either my family, but at this point, no.
Oh. Congrats on your business.
Yes, congrats.
Miss Aubrey?
Well, I wasn't even on season 3, so that's right there. I'm gonna say no for right now. Like I said, my stuff is of course picked up. If there is a position for me to of course do my pop-ins like I've been doing, as my position is already entitled me to do, I will do so. But other than that, not as a main cast member, no.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for season 4.
That's right, we're already casting for the next season of Unfiltered REALness.
All these girls want to portray to be that girl, but guess what? Samora's always that girl.
When you see the queen, bow down, bitch.
Y'all bitches think something funny. Well, let me show you what's hilarious, because I always get the last laugh.
Here we go. The flyest one is from Buffalo.
Everybody knows I'm a bad bitch.
Yes, I have a wallet, but watch out when I let it down.